What was she ordered to do according to these regulations?
They were supposed to be retaining her emails on government servers in an active fashion so they could have all of them on their computers. Now, the argument that Hillary Clinton's side makes is, well, she was sending a lot of emails to the State Department, so they were being caught. But what they didn't address was emails that she may have sent to other government departments, the White House, foreign leaders, friends, other Americans. Those people didn't have State Department email accounts, and the emails weren't being caught in the State Department's web because they were elsewhere. So it doesn't really answer the question.
There may be some supporters of Hillary Clinton watching this, Michael, who say, okay, so we didn't get all her emails. Why is this so important? Why are people viewing this as such an offense as they read this morning?
Well, I think that the Clintons there's been questions about the Clintons from their critics over the years about their transparency and about secrecy, and this certainly feeds into that narrative. And people wonder why it was that she didn't even hand over the emails until she was asked. It's not like she just left and then said, okay, here are the emails, here's my account. And the other thing, as you guys pointed out earlier, is that these are emails that she said were related to her time at the State Department. It's not like she said, here are all the emails, take what you would like. It's, here are the 55,000 pages of emails that I said were related to my work. And we don't know were in those emails.
Exactly. That's totally inappropriate.
Michael Schmidt, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Great reporting. We hope to see you back here.
Thanks for having
me. Sam Stein, let me bring you back here. This certainly does play into a narrative about the Clintons, a lack of transparency. And she is required by this new regulation that is put into place to save all emails. She doesn't do that. She doesn't have a State Department account. And now she's deciding to release which one she wants to release. Do you suspect that this story is going to continue until we see all of those emails?
I do expect that the story will go on. I don't know how long it will go on for. And listen, Colin Powell was required to keep some records, as the Bush White House was, but it doesn't matter. If you violate this act, it doesn't matter what party you're from, you're not being transparent. And the problem for both the Obama White House here is that it claimed to be the most transparent in the history of all presidencies.
And yet they let Hillary Clinton have a private email.
In that run. And for Hillary Clinton, it sort of feeds the narrative. So whereas Mitt Romney's refusal, for instance, to release his tax records fed the narrative that he was wealthy and hiding his money, with Hillary Clinton, the use of a private email account feeds the narrative that she's secret and political. And there's a real problem in terms of transparency and governance if we allow our public officials to determine which communications from them that we get to see. Michael's point, the key point that Michael made was that the Clinton people, the state, and the Obama administration will come back and they'll say, well, she sent them to public accounts and therefore they'll be caught up in the dragnet. Well, no, that's their statement. We need to know if she sent them to private people or diplomats or people outside the government, and we need to see these emails, basically.
So, and Joe, you know, let's take it out of the Clinton narrative. Let's not go there and pile on. If Samantha Power, it was discovered, did this, or John Kerry, it was discovered this, we'd say that's not how you operate.
In 2015, it's a terrible breach of public trust. It's a terrible breach.
I would say
lack of transparency, and it does feed into a narrative. And Richard Haas, the fact again that very clear. You wonder how this happened, where she knew, and the Obama administration knew. And everybody in the State Department knew that there was this requirement, and yet for 4 or 5 years she didn't use it. And the only way this was discovered was that a select committee, I guess in the House, investigating Benghazi, asked for emails. And so now they're deciding which emails to release and which ones to keep.
There's also just got to be a conversation with the IT people at the State Department.
Yeah, what are you doing?
The people who are doing security. Because it's impossible, I would think, that Gmail-like systems have the same protections as the .gov-like system.
Yeah.
And so the issue is what sort of content went out on these things. And I think that could be a part of this story.
Yeah. Somebody needs to be fired. In fact, quite a few people need to be fired.
All right, we got to go.